Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with Game 3 of the MSL match between ZerO and FlaSh. And I was going to mention this in the last game, but I didn't. But it's kind of important here that just to give you an idea of FlaSh's TVZ level right now. And again, I did mention I'm going to have to spoil their MSL performances. Did you see ZerO like nodding to himself and like talking to himself? Like, I got this. He's like, I got this. I got this. Come on, ZerO. Come on, ZerO. You can do it. You can do it, ZerO. That's what he's saying to himself. Anyway, FlaSh has just beaten J-Dong 2-0 in the OSL. And in handy fashion. Like, yeah, as much as ZerO just schooled FlaSh last game, that's how much FlaSh schooled J-Dong. I mean, it happens to everyone. Sometimes even the best players can get schooled by, you know, Hyun. I'm sorry about that. I'll be not sick soon enough, hopefully. But anyway, but yeah, so FlaSh, definitely, you know, the top TVZ player right now. I would say hands down. He's definitely the top player right now, hands down. Actually, in fact, I just wrote another, apparently I've become the resident Pro League correspondent for for Baco on the SCTGG staff. And so I did another sort of pseudo-interview thing about the Pro League, and I guess I'll put a link to that in the video description here if you want to go and read that. And it looks like, wow, ZerO's going to go for the same build, actually. Wow, he's going for the same build. Looks like Overpool with gas, get speed. Actually, well, last time he went lair first. He just got a very, very, very quick second hatchery. He went for that lair very quickly as well. And then, you know, just played it out in the long-term game. Used that early pressure to get a third base, get his third gas going. He was droning up because he was doing so well with his mutas cross, and he wasn't losing mutas, didn't have to replace them, so he was able to build drones. It looks as if, yeah, I think, oh, this is I forgot to check out the map beforehand. This is Odd Eye, and it looks like he sent his SCV around the side, so it must be a two-player map. Otherwise, ZerO probably wouldn't have sent his drone all the way, or his Overlord across the middle like that. But FlaSh, for some reason, has sent his SCV around the side to avoid the path of the Overlord. I think, unless the ground path doesn't work there. I thought there was a ground path there. Anyway, I apologize for not knowing the map that well. It's one of the newer maps here. Anyway, so he's going to scout that this is going on. It's basically the same build that worked last time, so he's trying to pull it off again. ZerO, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And let's see, what's another pronunciation of that I could do for Woogie's name, even though Woogie's the best pronunciation. I said Woogie. I think I said Wogie. And by the way, I just want to give a shout out here to Waagi. You know, I'm sorry for pronouncing your name wrong a couple times before. Hopefully your name is pronounced Waagi or Wagi or something like that. Yeah, so shout out to her. Anyway, moving on. It looks like FlaSh is running around his SCVs. He's keeping it alive decently well, but he's seen everything that's going on. But basically doing his same build there, going for the command center. Not going to try and get out of second racks. Well, but see, this build doesn't count on early pressure with Zerglings. It works well with the Mulus. And there's the Spire going down. I actually meant to say Lair, but I said Spire anyways, but then he put down the Spire, so it looks like I'm Psychic or off sync. But that's why I mentioned it, because I wanted you to know it's not off sync. Well, unless it is off sync, but anyway. There's the second barracks going down. Now, last time it looked like FlaSh had his turrets up a little bit late, and he had his upgrades up a little bit late. So I wonder if he's going to modify his build at all to try and change that. Maybe get his academy up a little bit earlier. Oh yeah, who called it? Who's not off sync? Who said it right before they showed it? Anyway, blam! I called it. There was something else recently that I really called really well. I don't know what it was. Anyway, but I also called FlaSh to win the MSL, so, and I called that at the beginning of the MSL, even before the groups started. So, we'll see if ZerO can prove me wrong here already in the round of 16. Anyway, the Spire is almost up already, and the eBay is just a third done. So again, I don't know if he's going to have turrets. It is a long distance across diagonally across the map. So he may be able to get his turrets up in time, theoretically. Let's see, the Spire is about to pop. We're going to see some Morphin. There's the Mutas. So 5 or 6 Mutas are going to come out here immediately. Comsat station's going down. The Academy is up. I don't know if he's upgrading. It didn't look like he was upgrading anything at the Academy, though, which is insane. He needs to be upgrading STEM right now. He knows this from last game when he didn't have STEM upgraded, although that was a huge deal. It was more the turrets that not being up in time. And so the eBay is up. The turrets are beginning right now. The mutas are popping as we speak. And, damn good. Again, this is not off sync. I actually said that like a second before I saw it. Anyway, so FlaSh is going to have turrets up in time this time. He's got, yeah, just barely turrets up there. So that could be a huge change thing. That could hugely change things. He's got turrets in good positions, and he's only got a small group of medic marines, though. ZerO going in, trying to dive in for his first attack there. A little bit early. He's got 6 mutas, it looks like, to start off with. If he can, oh, can't quite pick off that medic. He's picking off single marines, though. Tried to pick off that medic. It didn't quite work, though. More turrets going up. If he can get a second turret up next to those racks, that will be a very good thing for him to have. His natural probably has, I saw 3, I think, turrets going up. He probably put up more, so he probably has 4 or 5 turrets with the natural. So, if, okay, no, just the 3, I guess. But, oh, the bunker as well, though, so that's going to be a big thing. And so if he can just keep up with the turret production and just defend, he should be in good shape. That's kind of the style that's going to work against this early pressure. You just need to defend, because if you skimp on defenses, then you end up being in trouble. He's putting out a 3rd Raxus, was good too, and a squeeze that's going down. Whoa, this is crazy. He's getting a 3rd hatchery in that bottom left corner, and oh, I remember this map now, because the bottom left corner expansion has 2 gas mines. So if he can get a hive and get those 2 gas mines in the bottom left going during this Milos Karas, he will win the game, because well, he'll have a good chance of winning the game, because he'll be able to put out so many tech units. FlaSh is not bothering, not messing around with those barracks. He's putting out a 4th barracks now, which is really a good move. Sometimes players will try and get away with not as many barracks, and they'll end up losing in the long run. Whoa, what was that? Kind of went in with half his mutalists there. Anyways, Hive is already morphing, so he's going to have that 3rd base. He's going to have that Hive morphing, and this is do or die for ZerO. He needs to keep these Marines back in this base with these mutalists. He needs to keep his harass up and keep FlaSh back in his base with just these mutalists while he gets this stuff up. Otherwise, FlaSh will be able to, if he kills those mutalists, he'll be able to walk over ZerO right now, because he's been spending so much money on tech that he doesn't have a good economy going. He doesn't have a lot of units either. He's only got a few Zerglings to accompany those mutas there. And, excuse me. It looks like the Zerglings aren't even upgraded yet. And here he comes in. Oh, a single mutalist getting caught off guard. Almost